What's up, and welcome back to another Kinda Funny screencast live trailer reaction. This time to Star Wars: The Book of Boba Fett, coming December 29th to Disney Plus. Of course, I'm Tim Geddes, joined by the Nitro Rifle, Andy Cortez.
Great morning, everyone. Kevin, can you share with us the video?
We have the big dog, Kevin Coelho.
Hey guys, how's everything going?
Going well, Kev. It's going well. And of course, the producer slash seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Some people wonder, Tim, but yes, this is our way.
This is the way. This is our way. God bless you, Nick. Please don't ever change.
Such as our
Please
code.
don't ever change. So here we go. I'm a little surprised we're getting this trailer so early because Disney Plus days November 12th. I thought they would just hold that stuff for that, but I guess not. So without further ado, Kev, you ready to hit play on this guy?
Yep.
Let's do it.
I am not a bounty hunter. I've heard otherwise.
Well, podcast droid. Give it a, not podcast, pod racer droid.
One of them podcast droids.
I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer.
That guy's dead. He doesn't even know.
Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
We know it's awesome.
You were all once captains under Jabba the Hutt.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually
Look at
beneficial.
all the bosses.
Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
I'll come back later in another series of life. Those shields look dope.
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please. Speak freely.
He just took the throne, dude.
That's kind of cool. Andy, what'd you think?
Shout out. He looks like he's in shape. He looks really fit now. I don't know.
Well, I think
guess
they may have redone the outfit as well, so that
Really?
the armor on him doesn't look like a child's armor.
That's
That was
right.
the
Yeah.
problem of last time. They're like, let's widen it out a little bit and drop it down. Also, like, yeah, it looks like it's just melded better to the actual robe. I think they redid the costume. It looks a lot better this time.
Yeah, I think it looks dope. I can't wait to see all of the different sort of gangster vibes going on with all the different sort of factions here and there. It looks really neat.
Yeah, Kev, what'd you think?
It's definitely interesting. I'm a little shocked that there was no mention of the Sarlacc pit, like at all. Like I feel like it would have been cool to start that way, you know, just to give us a little idea that we're gonna get some throwback to like, hey, this is how he got out of this hole that no one was supposed to get out of.
I'm sure they're going to
yeah.
mention that somehow, right?
Well,
I'm sure
I think they're gonna
there's
mention
be
it, but we're not
little
gonna
bit of
see
it,
like a flashback because it would be cool to
I
see
think
like
we'll
a
see a flashback.
You think so?
I
hope
think we
so.
will.
A lot of it seems interesting, but I am still getting those like really like everything. The wide shots look really clean. Like the background right there. Look, oh, that shot's cool too. Is that reminiscent of Django getting his head chopped off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Dope.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
These shields are cool. It's interesting. Like I'm very interested in the politics of post Star Wars Tatooine and who's in control of that. That seems I didn't think that would be interesting, but like I kind of dig it. So I'm interested.
Pick.
Yeah, I'm with Kevin on this one. I was not very when they announced this. I was like, I don't need more Boba Fett. I think the Mandalorian kind of covered that for me. But seeing that this feels like it's going to be a smaller story that just kind of revolves around Jabba's palace and like the politics of Tatooine and all the stuff Kevin was mentioning before. And I got to say, I'm kind of in on that. I think this looks better than a lot of the other Star Wars like TV properties. And I like that they redid his costume because it looks a lot better. It's a lot darker, and he looks better too in it. It's more form fitting for him. I think it was a smarter choice. And yeah, I mean that wide shot of the city looks really really cool. I'm interested to see what this is going to be like, how they take control, how they keep. I love that shot right there. It
Wow,
looks
it's a
amazing.
great shot.
And how he takes the throne and how he keeps the throne. I'm always a sucker for any sort of game that revolves around thrones.
There we go. There we
Wow,
go.
nailed it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys in the sense that I think I'm most interested in the story of this, which is a good sign because I think it's only 6 episodes. But if they can keep this small and kind of just tell a really cool story that doesn't necessarily need to attach so big to like setting things up, but it is more just like completing a story for Boba, I think that could be interesting because Ming-Na Wen's character is cool. I like that they're teaming them up together. I think that like that adds a little bit more, especially if you're going to have a dude with a mask that's very similar to or a helmet to Mandalorian, like having a little bit more
Having someone to
expressions
play off
cool.
of, yeah, it would be good.
And even him being able to take off his helmet is good as well. I like him a lot, and I think that from a fan perspective, it's so cool that he's back. But it is hard for me, like that shot that we just saw of him hitting down. Like I think this
Yeah.
doesn't look as good as Mandalorian. Like I think visually, there's something about this that is kind of like it's fine, and it's not bad. It's not
It
taking me
looks
out of
very
it. But
TV, like
but
a lot of things do.
but I'm not too upset about that stuff. But I think I'm way more interested in the story elements of this than the visuals, which is totally fine. So I don't need it to be movie quality for what the
Yeah.
story is. I do think it's a cool choice for them to keep the like robe thing underneath his armor, which looked weird in Mandalorian, but I like that they committed to it here because I think we're seeing a dramatic character shift from the Boba we saw in Empire and Return of the Jedi to the one that we've seen in recent times because he escaped the Sarlacc pit, which I expect we'll see, and I hope it's dope as hell.
And he's still a murdering force of power. Like those few sequences that we saw him in Mandalorian season 2 and what he can actually do and what he's still capable of. I think that's what I'm most excited about. Like we saw some brutal shit from him in a show that was not R-rated, but those sequences kind of felt R-rated without the blood. So I'm
Well,
excited to see what sort of chaos he can bring.
what's interesting there, Andy, is that episode was directed by Robert Rodriguez, and
Right.
he's running the show. So I think he's directing multiple episodes of this series. So that could
That's
be
cool.
that could be
Yeah,
interesting.
hopefully they let him have a little bit more teeth with this, because that's the one thing about Boba Fett is like, let's not forget his origins are he's a bad guy, not a bad guy, but a morally flexible guy, right? About an ex bounty hunter coming into this, so I'm hoping he can be a little bit more. Hoping this could be a little darker than his character was in the Mandalorian, because he was a little conflicted there, but maybe they'll let him be a little bit more of a gangster in this one because that would be kind of cool, I think.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if we're going to see any of the other bounty hunters. Like I know that here we have the same race it looks like as Bosk, right? So if we see any of them, or even if we see the bounty hunters they set up in Solo with what's her name, Daenerys, like that would be crazy.
Oh, right. With the red, what are they called?
Crimson Dawn,
Crimson
I think.
Dawn,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Crimson Dawn.
And in the recent comics, they're doing a War of the Bounty Hunters run, and it involves a lot of those elements. So like that, it could be interesting. But we'll see. December 29th, we'll be doing weekly screencast reaction episodes to all these. So stay tuned to youtube.com/KindaFunny or your favorite podcast service. Just search for Screencast, and we'll be right there for you. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Until next time, may the force be with you.
It's our